Are you ready
Shut the fuck up.
to podcast? That would have been good.
No, you've been screaming that fucking for the last 10 minutes.
I've been screaming, I just flew here on a plane, on a plane, on a plane. I just flew here on a plane,
this is going to be a fucked episode already, man. She's already pissed off the whole studio.
I've been in 2 states.
What, New South Wales and fucked up?
and here.
You are delusional.
Yeah, I've been in Victoria and New South Wales. Guess what? Guess what?
Man, it's like,
Guess what?
What?
I went to work yesterday. I went plumbing with TDD. You don't know what we did?
Yeah.
He drove to all of his jobs and I sat in the car and played on my phone. It was like bring your child to work day.
Dude, I reckon like...
And then I was like, I need a pee. He was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I'd wait in the car being like, and then he'd come back and we'd have to go to a servo and I'd be like,
He is actually so lucky in a sense.
have me?
No.
Oh, right.
To be able to get rid of you after a weekend.
Excuse me?
Like, that is like...
He was very sad dropping me off this morning.
Yeah, of course he was. He would... Yeah, babe, I'm going to fucking miss you too. Door closes. It's fucking music up straight to work. Thank fuck for that.
Disagree.
Holy shit.
Disagree.
The other day, like at this engagement party, Steph left early with Jess and my mate's wife, Says. Says was like, I'm not really drinking, I'm going home. Steph was like, I'm pretty cooked. I'm gonna duck off with her. I was like, yeah, doll, you do whatever you want. Me and Justin sat there having a beer and having a cigarette as we watched both of our respective partners walk away and jump into a car. I just go, how fucking good is that? And he goes, we're fucking on, cunt.
No, but
And we cheers and just started pissing ourselves.
me and Lockie will... No, me and Lockie will stay up like drinking together, just the two of us.
Yeah, I know.
Like he's not trying to get rid of me.
Yeah, no, not at all. He wouldn't even be stoked to get rid of you after a weekend.
He was not.
I know, dude. That's what I'm saying. He'd hate that. He wouldn't just be like cheering.
He
in
would
the
bring
car.
me to work every day if he could.
Yeah, of course he would, man.
Maybe not every day, but once a week would be fun.
Yeah.
It was fun for me. I got to see all these places I'd never been.
We realise that, but things that are fun for you might not necessarily be fun for people.
We had a lot of fun. It was a lot of driving.
I know, yeah.
And I was a lot of fun in the car.
You would have been great
He.
on your phone wanting to piss all the time.
No, I was only on my phone when he wasn't in the car.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just saying it'd be awesome.
I agree that me needing to pee all the time would be annoying.
Yeah.
But I drink a lot of water.
And then, like,
I was hydrated.
I guess you in the car and stuff, that'd be... Well, let's just name the annoying things that could be... Let's name what could potentially be annoying about you going on, like, a ride-along with him. You being on the ride-along with him would be annoying. Your breathing, just being able to breathe next to him, loud breather. Communicate, talking.
Right.
The talking probably element would have been annoying for him as well.
Right.
You'd sing it. Were you singing some songs? You weren't singing Post Malone and Morgan Wallen new
Right,
song?
well, maybe I was. You got a problem with that?
No, I'm just saying.
TDD was singing louder than me.
Yeah, I know, but that probably was annoying.
You don't know his personality probably. He's just as annoying as me. You should have seen him in the kitchen last night. Well, it wasn't annoying because I find it funny.
If that was true, that makes you two the most annoying couple in the world.
Probably. We were in the kitchen last night. He's cooking the chicken. He goes, now you got to communicate with it, Lou. You got to communicate with it. Turn it up, turn up, turn up, turn up. Sizzle it. And he's going, to the right, grab the tomatoes. Like just full of beans.
Okay. The meal was?
No, he's full of, the phrase, full of beans.
Right, you weren't cooking beans.
No beans.
Rightio.
We made a chicken pesto pasta. Oh, and Jack, it was to die for.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to have to see you both in your fucking, in your element then, I suppose, to make a judgment.
In our prime.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe.
Because he seems pretty normal to me.
He is normal. He's just fun and funny.
Yeah.
And together, I suppose we could be a lot of energy.
Okay.
Big ball of energy.
Okay. So where were you on the weekend, bud?
Melbourne.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh, in the weekend. I went to TDD's new footy game. So he's changed teams. He's now with North Heidelberg.
Jesus Christ.
Heidelberg.
Oh, and how'd they take that?
Fine.
They were blowing up, weren't they?
They were fine.
I spoke to a few of them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, fuming.
No, they weren't. He playing for a new team, North Heidelberg Bulldogs. So I watched that. Had a few seltzers on the sideline. Had Macca's on the way home. Then
Nice.
Him and I went out for dinner. Then we ripped in a bit on Saturday night.
Had a girl.
No, anyway, we went there, watched that. It was a good game. He got second best on ground. That's
Shit.
still pretty good. First game, new team, don't you reckon? You'd be a bit jittery.
But wasn't he getting best on ground the old team? Oh God,
He's allowed
what a
it.
mistake.
Shut up.
Oh,
It was
he's
his
made
first
it.
game.
He's made a tremendous.
And then
I bet you he's full of regret.
there was this moment where one of his teammates was coming out and he went to go shake someone's hand and the guy like missed his hand and I went, ha! And laughed at his teammate and he goes, shut up, Stinky Lou. I was
The
like,
teammate did.
yeah. I was like, no, damn it. And I was like, fuck you.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. And then I saw a Toby. He was a cute little one. And so then I was in mid-conversation with one of his teammates and I just went, Toby! He was like, what is going
Yeah,
on?
freaking him out.
Yes.
So it was a fun weekend.
It was very fun. And then I feel like there was something else that happened that I needed to tell you, but it all just blurred into one. It was a lot of fun. It was a fun weekend. We did cryo, we did sauna ice bath, footy.
Oh, mate.
It was just fabulous, Jack.
Yeah.
And we laughed.
No.
And we had great time.
You're joking.
It was just fantastic.
Oh, it sounds great. I was in the opposite end of this. I was in Brisbane for our mates. Shout out to fucking Samson and Bella out for their engagement party.
Was there an engagement party at the Carlisle Hotel?
No, I was staying there.
Isn't that the most beautiful hotel in the world?
Flasher than fucking Gordon.
I know. It's
I
unreal.
don't miss you. But the bloke, like they gave us a cheeky upgrade and stuff. Shout out to the Carlisle bloke, Angus, behind the desk. He was like, oi. He's like, how you going, mate? I'm like, good. He's like, we got fucking Tom and Eddie coming here next week and blah, 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 blah. Then he like, jump on the computer and do the little, he's like, give you a little upgrade. I'm like, fucking sick.
So you got one of the rooms that look over the pool?
Didn't.
Oh, right. Not so much of an upgrade then.
But it was beautiful.
You were down in the janitor's closet, weren't you? They just put a little bed in there for you and Steph.
Yeah, we were supposed to have just be in like a car space in
Right.
the car park.
Yeah.
And he did upgrade us to the janitor's closet.
Perfect.
So at least it was enclosed.
Perfect.
But that did mean we had to sleep standing up.
That's okay. You
I
can
think
sleep
it's-
anywhere.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's like vampires. We're
It's
like
a bit of
vampires.
insomnia for your weekend.
Exactly right.
I'm sure there wasn't much sleeping going on otherwise.
Exactly. If we're like yeah.
Because you like
Lots
to
of
drink
sex.
a lot. Right.
What?
That's meaning drinking a lot.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what I was alluding to as well. Sex on the beach, the drink, the cocktail,
Yes.
minus the tail. Cock. Now, we went, me and Stubby, because when I get so excited about these events, and it was a bit of a last hurrah for me, obviously.
You're doing 2 months off the grog.
See you never. And so the day before it, I was just like, I don't even know what the fuck to do with myself. I'm just like texting the boys, being like, fuck, it's like I can't even eat. I'm so excited. Then we get to me and Stubby get to the Brecky Creek Hotel, one of the great pubs in Australia, I would argue, at like 11 o'clock in the morning
Is this on the Friday?
on the Friday.
So this is like the day before the engagement.
Yep. And we're just like, let's just go. Let's just get there because this is so exciting. Get there, walk into the pub. It was built in 1889. Mad old pub, mad old ring bar, but it's huge. Heaps of different parts. Old Gordon Tallis is in the Brecky Creek Hotel. This is a rugby league great. At like 11 o'clock, just drilling schooners with one of his mates. And we're like, fucking look at old Gordon Tallis, old Gordy up there just drilling piss. We're like, this is already awesome. Mm-hmm. They've got smokers at this pub. So we ordered fucking beef brisket,
I
smoked wings and
love
shit.
beef brisket.
It was just, and then so we just started ripping in after that. It got to about 12:15. Had a few other mates pop in. And I look at Scuzzy, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking blind.
AM or PM?
Well, 12 p.m. Lunch.
So you'd only been there for an hour 15?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you'd gone the whole stint, sorry.
No. Oh, they also sell, fuck, man. They also sell schooners. You know the term off the wood? I'm going to go have one off the wood.
Yeah.
Come from that Brecky Creek Hotel. They sell 4X bitter in a wooden keg, right? You know how people are like, oh, yeah, through the copper fucking pipes and shit, it's much crisper, whatever. And you're sort of like, yeah, it tastes good, but can't really tell the fucking difference. This is the creamiest fucking best beer I reckon you'll ever have.
Because it's out of the wood.
It's off the wood, out of the wooden barrel. It was unreal.
It's probably because it's from how they used to drink it back in the day.
Is that like barrel aged or just out of the barrel? Like I have like a wooden keg.
Just out of a wooden keg. So they must put it. It must.
You'd think it would leak.
Run me through that.
Would be easier to have holes in wood than it would copper. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, but think about it. All whiskey and shit is aged in wooden barrels. I think they've nailed the barrel, Dale. I think everyone's pretty safe.
I think but if you were to decide between wood and copper, I think that wood.
Copper, the kegs aren't also made out of copper. Kegs are not.
No, I'm just saying, if you were to pick out of two materials, wood or copper, you'd think copper would be safer.
Okay. I understand. It's more durable, probably.
Yeah.
It's tougher. It's a tougher element, metal. Yeah. So your tremendous insight was metal is tougher than wood. But you got to remember, people have nailed the craft of building barrels, so they're pretty.
I'm aware.
Good at it.
Like we've nailed the craft of podcasting.
We haven't.
Well, we have.
Well, we have not.
Well, we have.
I'd argue we had. So, I've had a revelation.
Yeah.
Well, we've had a big boy back from Fiji, haven't we? Someone just walked in back from their very fancy holiday.
Someone looks very tan from their Fijian trip.
Oh, Bullavanaka, you sweet little angel.
You too.
Oh, he's got the braids in his hair too with the little beads and stuff. Got him done by the pool. Looks great. Brisbane is like 2010.
Some elements of it, where you were staying, James Street, is so fucking fancy.
No.
And flash.
Yeah, no, that was the fanciest place.
Yeah.
It is beautiful in that place. We went out to a place called Retros. I can't remember where it was.
Is that in the valley?
In the valley.
Yeah, they always talk about the valley.
Mate, Brisbane in the valley. Brisbane's valley is off its fucking head. So we had the engagement. We'd had a big day on Saturday as well. Like we went to the pub early. The engagement started at 5. We were like, okay, let's go to the pub. We came into the engagement pretty hot, right? Fucking got blind at the engagement. Ended up going out afterwards into the valley. Mate, the valley is lawless. So many of my mates were fucking cross-eyed. It was hilarious. So I'm like, there is zero chance we're getting into these places. Turns out in Brisbane, you can be as fucked up as you want as long as you have identification.
Yeah.
The bouncers were like, they were so stringent on the wrong element of it. So we were all lining up. I'm like, there's zero chance Baz is getting in here. He is fucking sideways.
Can't even see straight.
Literally. And they'd be like, so our mates would walk up and they'd go, get on, money, just want to come in a retros, please. The bouncer would be like, absolutely, champion. Do you have any identification on you? And they'd be like, oh, hold on, mate. Yeah, there's me license. He goes, beautiful. No worries. Come on in. I come in pretty fucking normal. I'm like, how you going, mate? He's like, yeah, good. And he goes, any ID? And I go, shit, I don't have, oh, fuck, I can't find my physical driver's license. Oh, I've got my firearms license. Gave him the firearms license. He goes, sorry, mate. Can't let you in with that.
Can you not show your New South Wales ID on your phone?
I tried to, and it wasn't coming up.
Neither was mine yesterday.
Weird.
Maybe there was a glitch.
It was a glitch, but, well, this was Saturday.
Maybe it was a weekend glitch.
Yesterday was Monday.
Maybe it was a few day glitch.
It wasn't a glitch. It came up a bit later.
Did you update the app?
I can't remember what I did.
So I'm going to guess no.
No, but I found it.
Would they have let you use your license on your app?
They did, yes.
It wasn't coming.
But so I tried to give them a fucking firearms license. They said absolutely not. I'm like, but it's just a fucking. And he's like, mate, can't let you in with that. I'm like, did you see the fucking inbred that you just let in before?
You're like, I am 34.
He couldn't. Yeah, I said, dude, I'm going grey on the sides of my head. Like, do I not look 18?
I look almost 40.
Sorry?
I look almost 40.
What?
I look almost 40 is what you should have said to the bouncer when you were trying to get in.
Do you think, is that what you think? You think I look almost 40?
Yeah.
Sweet. I agree. Totally get it, man. So I'm cool with that. Yeah, I get it.
No, I'm just kidding, little
Thank
senorita.
God. I was going to fucking kill myself. I was going to go into a very dark fucking place
Well,
there.
it's okay because
If you were saying that in
you
reality,
don't look nearly
I was
40.
really struggling internally.
Do you know what happened to me in the bathroom? These two, no, not two. There was at the pub at the Mount Erica in Melbourne, great fucking pub. There was a long lunch of literally the character of those mums that we pretend to be.
Off.
It was the school's like mum's lunch or whatever. So it was from years whatever, year 5 to 12, and I literally heard this conversation in the bathroom going, "Oh, we're like ships in the night. We haven't crossed paths. My boy's 5 and yours is 12."
Just know that they hate each other, those two.
Probably.
And they've accidentally bumped in the bathroom and it's, Jenny, ships in the night.
Yeah, ships in the night. But I did meet these 3 women who were fucking legends, and they were like to me, said something about like, "Oh, you know, you don't have a wrinkle or something." I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And then grabbed my tummy because I was wearing kind of like a little crop top, and they were like, "You haven't had a baby. You can tell you haven't had a baby."
Oh, mama's gone wild.
And I was like, "Holy shit, this is hilarious."
That is great.
Yeah, they were
So
good.
they physically assaulted you in a bathroom.
It was we were all joining in and laughing.
Those old bitches. They
It
just
was
think
like,
they can get away with it.
"Ah, look at Lou." Yeah, she hasn't had a baby yet.
How old were these birds?
I want to say 40.
Now, can I ask a personal question? This is going to get very personal. Did they ask you how old you thought they were, and did you lie?
They did not ask me how old I thought they were.
You got there.
I was like, hang on, let me get that out. But
Like, were they like, how old do you think we are? I mean, you're like 30?
I feel like you've got to put a bit of mayo on that when they ask. Like, I thought they would have been 40. I would have said 34, 35
Of
maybe.
course, dude. But you always have to do that when people ask you that question. It's to the point I'm so cynical now that, like, someone will ask me my age. I'll say, I'm 34. And they'll go, what? You don't look 34. I go, cunt. Yes, I fucking do.
But
I know what a 34-year-old looks like, and I know what I look like.
I think you vary. Sometimes I see you and I go, fuck, you look old. and then
yeah, fair.
sometimes I see you and I go, God, you're looking fresh and young, and you could be 29.
I don't know about that.
Why? You might be having a good day, you might be having a shit day.
But how would it change that dramatically?
Mate,
Well, how old do I look like right now?
34.
Okay. Good, no lies.
How old do I look?
Like 26 or something?
Younger.
Like 23?
Okay.
Shit. What age are you?
30.
What? Fuck off.
Fuck off. No, you fuck off.
30. Man, you age like fine wine. I've aged like a peach in the sun, mate. Skull. Yeah, so shout out to fucking Brisbane because it has one of the great nightlives of all time, I've realised. It just, when you go to places like that, it makes you realise how fucking shit Sydney is.
That's what do you know, every time I go to Melbourne, I think the same thing. TDD and I were walking home at like 1:30
They're free up there.
on Saturday night, and at Chapel Street was fucking heaving.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it was so packed.
Yeah, and you know, well, which is not, like, it's a good, like, that's good and bad.
Because Sydney, it start early, finish early. You know, you could start at 3.
But we don't have a place like that. You know, where, like, you go to the Valley and there was just like a fucking little laneway with establishments on each side all the way up. And it was just fucking like, it's just a place to get fucking blind.
Sorry, where was that? I blacked out.
In the Valley.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where you all go. Everyone goes there. Everyone has fun. It's like, this is the fun time.
It's like the Cross in Sydney.
But what the Cross was. Sydney
Now-
doesn't have that anymore.
You've got like Paddington, which has quite a few pubs in the close vicinity, and Bondi. But
Yeah,
that's
but they were
about
closed
it.
because it's all residential as well. This place is like, they were open until like
Yeah.
5 in the morning.
Let's start a petition for a club to open all night.
I think you can find that, but in Newtown.
Newtown. Newtown is where it's at.
What about Bergenheim?
That's in Germany. Fuck.
Open. People go there from Thursday to Monday.
What's Bergenheim?
Bergenheim.
What's Bergenheim?
It's the one in Berlin.
Oh, it literally is in Germany. I was taking the piss out of
Oh, yeah. We've spoke about this.
Have we?
This podcast is a repeat of maybe, I reckon, episode 30.
you. Really?
Yep. You'll line up and sometimes they'll go, yep, you can get in tonight, and then other times they'll go, nah, you can't. people go in there, you got to put your phones away, and you could go in from Friday till Wednesday.
Right.
If you were in the doghouse and you went there, you'd come out with
The Doghouse, another notorious club in Berlin.
all your shit on the front lawn because you haven't answered your phone because you don't have it on you.
Okay, you've been lost in Bergenheim.
You've gone.
I'll tell you a funny quick yarn,
Go on.
just because this is we're a podcast.
Go on. Please continue.
So a few of the boys, like we're a bit older now, you know. A few of the boys, like there's responsibilities when you get to this age. Youngsters,
Kids.
if you're listening. A few of our mates, they're with child. They're currently with child.
Yeah. Or business job on Monday
Businesses
mornings.
to run, jobs, general life.
Yes. Admin. Spreadsheets.
And responsibilities.
Picking up the milk.
Excel documents.
Yeah. Getting the toilet paper.
You can do all that shit, but you can still be your former fucked up self, right?
Yes.
So a few of the boys decide to push the boat out. I fucked off at about 1:30 on the Friday. A few of the boys did all-nighters straight to the airport.
On the Friday.
On the Saturday.
Sorry, you meant Saturday.
One of my mates gets to the airport on the Saturday and he had to book a last-minute flight. So he gets up to the thing and he's like, where? And he had done it all night and he's like, I'm completely fucked.
On the Sunday.
Yes, the Sunday morning.
You're getting confused with your days.
Flying
kid.
back, so yes, but he'd had to book one on the Saturday. Like anyway,
go on
long
the
story.
Sunday.
Long story. Anyway, gets to the airport on Sunday, super fucked up, like just not in a good headspace. Got to get home. I have to look after my child. There's Mother's Day lunches to attend. Blah blah blah. A lot of stuff going on. He'd booked Sydney to Brisbane, not Brisbane back to Sydney. So he gets there and he's like, mate, I think I'm on your flight. Let me just check. One of the boys looks, he goes, buddy, that's a flight. Buddy, that's an 8 a.m. flight from Sydney to Brisbane. And he's like, what? He's like, that's the wrong way, bud.
What did he do?
He had to, luckily.
Was he at the airport?
He booked 4 flights for one trip. Because he
What
had
a
to change them.
fucking idiot.
Yeah. This is, just know, if you're a fucking idiot now when you're 21, don't think it changes when you're 34. You're still a fucking idiot, just with responsibilities.
Did he make it home in time for the Mother's Day rendezvous?
He actually had to call up the old miso soup and say, listen, Dal, I'm just going to be flat out with you. Daddy's fucked up. I'm Daddy, by the way. Mm-hmm. I've cooked this one. I truly don't think I can do the lunch with the in-laws. And she was like, you're a fuckhead, but thank you for being honest.
I respect that.
And okay.
You're a good kid.
You're a hell of a kid.
You get this pass.
You
You get this one coupon to have a day off.
a little coupon.
Take
Dale.
that coup, put it in your back pocket for this rainy
Good.
day.
Yeah, exactly right. But imagine it's hard enough to go to the airport without sleeping.
But don't you reckon I always wig out. We booked our return flight from Europe, and I'm not even fucking with you. I checked it like 8 times,
Dude,
being
same.
like,
Yeah.
London to Sydney, London to Sydney, London to Sydney. And then I was like, can you just double check? Because I was like, I'm going to fuck this up and it's going to be the wrong way. And then we're going to be in Timbuktu.
Dude, I have to do that. I get so paranoid about it. And once I didn't do that, and I literally was laying in bed next to Steph booking for the flights. And the flights that we were booking, they were going to be like all up around fucking $1,800 or something like that. And she looked and she goes, why are you booking them for June? And I'm like, what? She's like, that's in June. And I'm like, and I was about to buy we were supposed to be going like that next week or like in 2 weeks' time, and I booked them for fucking June. Like it just.
Oh, no, that's when you need a PA.
It's just called attention to detail, which I lack.
Yes. We are
know
very well aware.
We know that maybe I lack a little attention to detail.
There's been
ATD.
a few Instagram issues.
There's been some incidents.
There's a couple.
Just
It's
with
okay.
clients of ours.
There's a few clients.
Where daddy's fucked up a little. Mm-hmm. Okay. Papa Bear's screwed the pooch, as they say. It's because that's a cool shirt, Willie. I like those shirts.
Holy
the black
shit,
and
you
yellow.
need to go get checked for ADHD.
No, that black and yellow actually looks really
Like-
cool on you.
Sometimes I think that I've got it,
I like that.
and then I look at you and I realise that
I look
you
really
have
old
it more.
sometimes, and then look. But don't you think that's a cool colouring? And a cool shirt.
It is a cool colouring, but the amount of times you'll be mid-combo and go, there's a fly.
Yeah, don't take yourself out of this race, sister.
I would never do such doth a thing.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. You literally were in here fucking before the fucking podcast started and you're going, boop, boop, and you're going, as you were like on your phone. And I'm like, you have mental problems, man.
Well, that's why this podcast works so well.
Yeah, just the two of us.
We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
You and I. So it's actually three of us. It's you, me, Willie. And then we've got Tobbs and stuff.
There's probably about 7 or 8 of us.
Actually, there's Eddie and Burma just over there too.
I feel like I had something else written down that I wanted to tell you. Let me check my notes. It is Trinket Tuesday, and you know whose turn it is.
It is my turn for Trinket
Yes.
Tuesday. This one I purchased because it'll be beneficial for both of us.
Okay.
And I think it'll be a
Selfish.
little fun. But it's, what'd you say?
Too selfish.
No, because this is something that you had proclaimed in previous podcasts that you were very good at. Close your eyes.
Is it a microphone? Oh,
You're
don't,
very good at a microphone.
Well,
Singing.
singing.
Yeah, gotcha. No.
I don't like closing my eyes like this.
Yeah, I know, dude, but you make me do it every time.
True. But I just feel like you're going to throw something at me.
I'll never hurt you while doing this. That's just be weird.
Are my hands out?
Hold on, I'm just going to remove that bottle.
Whoa, it's heavy.
You can open
Holy
it.
shit.
I'll open it up.
It's a big black box.
Oh, yeah, easy.
It's
Easy.
a dartboard.
So we got your side and my side.
Oh,
I'm going to install it.
that is so cool.
I think it'd be good on the set.
This is like our own man cave.
That's, you know,
Wan cave. Woman and man cave.
I like it.
This is our
Or
Wan
just
cave.
it could be woman cave. So
Yeah.
it's woman cave, you know, woman cave. It's both of us.
Yes.
What about just cave?
Or that.
Okay.
Or that also
But
works.
that also just that sort of insinuates it's just a hole in the ground.
Because I know I say I'm very good at everything, but I actually was very good at darts.
Well,
remember?
I'm going to install this and then we can see.
Yay.
We can have a little competition.
Well, let me test one out. Boom!
Okay.
I'm kidding.
So that's my Trinket Tuesday.
Thanks, Jarchy.
Well, that's all right.
That is such a cool Trinket Tues. When you put it on my lap, I thought it was a boombox because it feels like a speaker.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. So I was like, cool. He wants me to be even louder than I already am.
Correct. I don't think any of us need that stress. But I was thinking, you know, fucking bung it up.
It's a lot of fun.
Bung it up here.
Perfect. And then we have fun when we finish the podcast. Now, before anyone comes for me on the podcast, yes, I know I've got a little coffee stain down my front. I was on my flight this morning from Melbourne to Sydney, and we've said it before and I'll say it again, the fucking double cupping. The double cups.
Oh, fuck
I got
me.
a coffee before I flew out and they dub cupped it. A long black dub cup, you cannot not get it down your front. It happened to me 3 times over the weekend.
LBDCs.
And shout out to the lovely air hostesses on my Virgin flight. She came over and gave me this like spongy kind of stuff that I dabbed on the top, and it actually got it out a bit. I'll say every time I've gone on my Virgin flights, the air hostesses are lovely. Remember that one time the girl gave me like extra Tim Tams?
Really?
And then she like gave me the stuff to dab on my cough spot.
Yeah.
Sweet angels. Shout out to you, Virgin.
Okay.
I'm a Velocity
Mama's,
member.
Mama's looking for a deal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, go again.
We'll make it organic.
Well, you join in as well if you'd like to one too.
Yeah, okay, I wouldn't mind that.
Shout out to you, Virgin. I'm a Velocity member. Here's my member's number if you'd like to add some points.
You know, arguably I lived half of my life as a virgin. That's why I think I resonate with your airline so much.
Yes.
I just think it's a great airline.
Yeah.
I think it's tremendous. Never really late.
Add in your Velocity number.
I've got a Velocity number 273 XFC 7.
Great.
So
It was a great flight.
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Chop that up, Willie, and send it
if you
to
could chop that up, send that to
I might slide my velocity points in there.
Yeah.
Well,
Yours
Willie,
too.
don't you love Virgin? You spent a long time as a
love
virgin.
virgins, dude.
Yeah. Sorry?
What?
72 of them?
What?
He also loves the airline. Yeah.
Well, don't we all?
Well, that's what we're just
As
saying.
an Australian, it would be the number one airline.
Correct.
What were we talking about before that?
ADD.
Darts. Yeah.
Darts.
Darts.
We've got to talk about our group chat. We've got a business group chat. Me, Jarch, our manager, and would we call Nick our big boss?
Oh, he's the boss.
He is the big boss.
Yeah.
And sometimes I forget that it is technically still a workplace. And it is still, when you're having a group chat, you can't just type the way that you and I type to each other.
Yeah.
And Max or Nick said something, and I just replied,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I messaged Jarch and was like, I forgot that was a business chat. Should I reply and say that wasn't meant for that chat? You were like, just leave it. Yeah, just leave it.
You just got to leave it. So I've told, sometimes it's easy to forget, especially in this industry. I think it's easy to forget.
Well, we forget most things every day.
I forget a lot of shit. But it's
Who am I?
Where am I?
Oh.
I've told you about that time I was selling billboards. And they were like, they only want big billboards.
What?
Yeah, dude. I was in the business.
What?
I actually worked.
Billboards?
I worked for a company that sold basically it's a digital billboards. Right? And I'd sell them.
What?
I've never mentioned it. It's wild.
Goo goo gaga.
And Harry Joffick took me to a meeting. He was like, let's go do this one together. I said, yeah, you beauty, sounds good. For a big client, like a huge fucking franchise, a quick service restaurant, let's say QSR, quick service restaurant. One of the biggest ones, we won't name them. Anyway, we're in the meeting. And I sold the smaller version of billboards. They're called small format. Harry sold large format, the big fuckers, right?
So you're on the ones that move at the bus stops.
It could be essentially, right? So I'm trying to sell my product.
It's almost as if I'd heard that perhaps that's what you'd done.
Oh,
before.
right, okay. I don't know how you knew that.
I've just guessed. It was a wild guess, Jack.
Anyway, we're in this meeting, talking to this thing, and I'm pitching my product. And they go, mate, look, I think the product's great. It's not going to be for this client. They only like the large format things. You know, they're not really into the small format stuff. They only like the large stuff. And I go, well, mate, that's a matter of perspective when you think about it. He goes, what do you mean? Keep in mind, this is in a meeting room with about 20 people in it. And I said, well, if you're a dwarf, then my billboards are huge. And Harry is like, oh my, did this cunt just say that in a fucking meeting? And it gets like a little giggle through there. And he's like, sorry? I'm like, well, you got to think about it. If you're like a dwarf or a child, how big are my billboards?
It's a big billboard.
It's a big billboard. He was like, yep, thanks, mate. Harry afterwards was like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Intrusive thoughts.
It was an intrusive thought.
I thought you were going to say you made like a cock joke, being like, well, technically mine's big for some people.
That would have been fucking funny.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Rewind. Wiki. Because you could rewind. If we could go backwards in time, we could go back
sometimes,
to
buddy,
that moment.
Sometimes, bud, you've got to shut the fuck up. Okay?
It's a water maraca. Can I tell you an intrusive thought I had before? I literally wanted to open this up and just throw it on you.
Yeah, you want to see my nipples? You're a pig. You wanted to wet my t-shirt?
That's
you
not
wanted
what.
to sexualize
You know
me.
the only reason I
Sorry
didn't
about
do
that,
it?
Really. Because you didn't want to throw water all over someone?
No, that's not it.
Right.
The only reason I didn't do it is because I thought Willie would go, Lou, those microphones aren't waterproof. It's the only reason I didn't do it. I didn't care about getting you wet.
Ironically, yeah, I have the same feeling towards you.
Right. I see. I can see clearly now.
So good weekend?
Right.
Okay. Should we play
Scattergories?
You want to play some Scattergories?
Scattergories. You know how obviously we gave TDD a new nickname, Wumpy Stillskin?
Yes.
He can fall asleep in 0.8 seconds. Like, I admire
Jealous.
it. It's so fucked. And we were a bit tired on Friday after having a little lie down watching Seinfeld in bed, and he just starts going like full snoring, and I film it and I upload it, and everyone's just replying going, "What a wumpy, still get tired." And then I was like, I don't snore, I do not snore, and you're never asleep before me. Saturday night, I fall asleep before him, and I've got, I wear my eye mask.
Yeah.
So I look like, he goes in the goggles because I look like I'm like a full biker. Like they're massive, this eye mask. And he films me, and I'm lying on my back, and I'm going.
So you snore? Are you a little snorer?
But mine was cute. It was, Jack. It was like, whereas his was like.
Hey, buddy.
I'll get the video, I'll upload it, and people can decide for themselves.
Can I ask you a question? Does this sound cute? You know what it sounds like, dude? Sounds like John. It sounds like John by your window. Well, that sounds like the breathing John would do as he's going through your bins. Just going,
Where's the pig?
I promise you,
No pigs this
he
week.
was trying to wake me up for Macca's. He was like, Lulu, and I was just going.
yeah, you're a creepy.
Yeah, that does sound creepy.
He's a manly snorer, you're a creepy snorer, you're a
His
crawler.
is so loud.
Oh,
Okay, clap.
okay, guys. No, we just go straight into this.
Go straight into
We've got
this.
a blackout.
Clap for me. Thank you.
We've got a new way of playing this fucking Scattergories.
It's online.
It's online. It's blacked out the categories.
4 categories.
Well, that's what it's called.
Because they're scattered.
Scattered
Categories.
categories.
And the letter is T. T for TDD.
Okay, and it gives you. Okay, this is cool, mate. Rightio. Should we just fucking get
I'm
into it?
scared.
Righto, let's rip in.
I'm scared.
2, 1, go.
God, I walked to Sonoma and I got a week long black and I got a sandwich. I walked around the block. I said
Yep.
hello to the local mechanic next door.
Yeah.
And then now I'm back. So
No.
you're finished?
Yeah, I'm knocked off as well.
Great.
I actually finished when you finished. I was just going back through my answers
Why would you do that?
to double check them.
I just trust myself.
You shouldn't.
Well, I do.
All right, let's ready to roll.
Yep.
Number 1, leisure activities.
Tennis
Taekwondo. I played that at high school. Well, not
as a
played
leisure
it.
activity. You think martial arts is a leisure activity?
I played it as leisure.
You
Taylor
played,
and I.
You played Taekwondo.
Well, we did it as leisure.
Taekwondo is not a leisure activity, Louisa. Taekwondo is a martial art.
That's a
sorry.
combat
It's actually
sport.
the opposite. It's a combat
People-
sport. It's almost the opposite of a leisure
People
activity.
do it and it's like their hobby in Taiwan.
It's a great.
Are you thinking Tai Chi?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, sorry, that's what I wrote.
Nah. Okay. Sorry, buddy.
Fine.
Sorry, buddy.
Vacation spots.
Taiwan.
Tennessee.
Bam. Ba-bump.
Cosmetics / toiletries.
Toothbrush, obviously.
Tampon.
Yep.
Beers.
Tiger.
2 E's.
Nice. Items you save up to buy.
Talcum powder. Well, some people would save up for that.
Sorry, buddy.
They would save up for that.
No, you don't save up for talcum powder, Louisa. Mate, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You don't save up for talcum powder.
Who are you to tell people they don't save up for talcum
Oh,
powder?
exactly right. You don't.
You can't tell someone that they can't save up for that. So my answer is correct.
You cannot. You do
You
not.
can't tell
it's
someone
not
they
s-
can't save up for
It's not
talcum
something
powder.
you save up for.
Some talcum powder could be $30.
No.
Yeah?
Dude, talcum powder is not
A
something.
natural one? Fine, I'm not going to tick it then. I'm not arguing with you today.
Tig one.
Well, yours is a heap of shit, so I wouldn't save up for that. I'm sorry, that just came out my mouth accidentally.
Awards / ceremonies.
The Tonys.
Trisame Hair Awards.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
Sorry,
fuck
buddy.
you.
Things that use a remote.
TV.
Top loader. The washing machine. Fancy ones have remotes.
No, they don't.
You start it from the couch.
No, you don't. Louisa.
I nearly purchased.
You don't.
I nearly
Don't
purchased.
start your
Willie,
fucking
Google it
top
for
loading
me.
fucking
Google it for
washing
me,
machine
Willie.
from the couch. You idiot.
That's a new thing. The remote control top loader.
No, it's not.
If it's not copyrighted, I'm making it a thing.
I can't see anything here with
Yeah,
the
buddy, sorry.
remote controlled washing
Sorry.
machine.
Not always
It is
the
a good
best.
idea.
It's not the best
Thank
to be the
you.
quickest, is it?
Or maybe through your phone so you can start it on the way home.
Well, if I had an iRobot, it would-
Will Smith. Yep.
Things you see at the zoo.
Tortoises.
Tiger. Well done. I told you not to get the same one as me, and you read my brain.
Yep.
Things that have wheels.
Tonka truck.
Truck.
Tonka truck.
Yep.
I like to double T.
Yep.
Oh, I get double points for that. Someone told me.
No,
If you get TT, Google it. If you get TT, if you can double up, you get 222 for that. Swear to God, someone DM'd me.
No way.
You can double T.
No way.
You can double TT. I'm right, aren't I, Willie?
Extra points for alliteration.
Bam. Double TT.
Well, no, we didn't know. That's
1,
not fair
2.
because I didn't know. None of us
1,
knew that
2,
rule
check
going
Mike.
in.
1, 2, check Mike. Alliteration.
bring that into the next-
Alliteration
into
up
the
in
next
this
round.
his
We'll bring that
eye.
into the next round
Bring that into
because
the
no
next
one
round.
knew that.
Just give it to
Dude,
me.
if I knew alliteration, no way.
Give it to me, kid.
Not a chance, kid.
I can't wait for you to be off the grog because you're very grumpy today.
I'm just not letting your
No,
shit slide
you're very
today.
grumpy today.
No, I'm not.
Say something nice.
No, you say something nice to me.
You don't look 34 today.
You told me I did.
I've changed my mind.
Cool hair. 10.
Sandwiches.
Oh, I didn't even get it.
Turkey.
Yeah. Fuck.
I actually love turkey. People think it's underrated.
Turkey's
Well,
awesome.
it's just quite dry, I think.
I couldn't get it. I actually
Well-
couldn't get it because
yes.
when she knocked off, she didn't shut the fuck up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which was so annoying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Things in a medicine cabinet.
Tremadol.
I wrote tremoid.
Sorry?
TREMOID. I made it up, but I think it's real.
Okay.
No, I actually think it's real.
So what? How to spell it?
TREMOID. Tremoid cream?
There's tremoloid.
Oh, I thought you said trimmer wheat. Trimmer wheat. You went trim wheat.
Tremoid is no.
Tremadol.
Close. That may be what I was thinking.
4-letter word.
Type.
Tor. TOUR. Not Tormanel.
Oh, tour.
Yeah,
Tour.
Tour. Whatever you guys
Tour.
say. Tor. But yeah.
It's like tour. Shit. Oh, one wrong. How many did you get? One wrong. You finished so early. You're so quick and so good in this one, man. What'd you get, man?
Doesn't matter. You
dude,
you got this round.
No, but dude, what
You
you
got
get?
this round,
No,
Jake.
but remember how quick you were and how like you went to Sonoma, you got a coffee and stuff. Remember?
11.
You knocked. Sorry. You
11.
got, sorry, sweetheart. I got 11.
11.
What did you get?
11
You reckon?
minus
11 minus 4. So what'd you get? 7. Got 7 out of 12. But you were really quick. So that was, maybe you should take these one. Oh, okay. Okay. Once again, victorious.
Victorious.
Saw Tor this morning, actually.
Did you?
Going for a walk.
What, did you toot? Say, yeah, move there.
I don't fart every time I see Tor.
Oh, I toot. Did you do a little pop off?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Louisa. Don't bring this fucking podcast into disrepute.
You little poopy pants. You little gassy guts.
Wow. What a historic win for the
Just you wait for redemption round.
I would argue you haven't won that game in about a year and a half. I don't think you've beaten me in a year and a half.
No, there was one in the last 3 months, but just one.
I don't think there was.
There was
buddy.
when we sat over in that corner.
I don't know if there
No, there
was.
definitely
buddy.
was one.
I don't think so. And keep in mind, Louisa, this is also a game that you proclaimed you were very good at the start.
I am very good at
Yeah,
it. You
you're
just
super
happen to
good.
be
You got
slightly
7 out
better.
of 12. 7
You
out
just happen to be slightly better at Scattergories.
one
than me.
wrong, you got 5. So
Often we're close.
no, we're very close.
No, in the game.
Right.
Not in real life.
Oh,
We're not friends.
We're not friends.
But you will be dropping me home after that.
I understand that.
But I'll be in the back like an Uber.
Perfect.
Just to the right, thanks. Yep, and just pull in at this one.
It's actually handy for me because I've put in a new screen in the Tiguan. It's a soundproof screen that comes up.
So
So
every time you pick me up for the podcast, I'll be in the back.
you will
now?
be in the back.
I hope that, you know what I hope today, just because I can tell you already fucked up. I pray, I hope so bad
We get
that
in the
when
car
we hop in
accident.
your car,
Oh.
that we hop in your car and the car Apple Play connects to my phone. But we could just play Morgan Wallen and Post Malone on repeat.
I'm happy with that.
I could listen to that song the whole way home. It's that good.
I love that song.
Could you?
Yep.
TDD and I listened to it for a solid, I reckon, 10 times in a row.
No, I'm digging it. I've got a real issue with fucking CarPlay, Apple CarPlay.
Yours doesn't work very well.
I don't think it's good. I'd argue.
Mine, sometimes when I plug it in, it won't connect, and then you got to
Same.
Bluetooth
Yeah, they're
it.
Bluetooth. It's
And sometimes do you plug yours in and then the texts won't come up? And I want to hear Siri hear my friend's rants.
Oh, no, I hate when texts come up.
I love it. I click
off.
it. It'll be from Tor just like roasting something in her day.
I don't-
7 texts in a row.
I don't mind responding to people occasionally because you got to use your voice.
You don't respond to people, dude.
Yeah.
Very, very rarely.
Good point, Willie.
Very
We're
rarely.
unaware that you'd ever do that.
What am I up to? Yeah, 1,650 unread texts.
You're sick.
The
1,000.
650, yes.
That's disgusting. Someone could have died.
I think I'd know. That's my whole point. How
Disagree.
important can those texts be?
Imagine like a colleague you worked with's husband or something.
I would have fucking heard.
Maybe not.
You know?
They'd be in that 1,605.
Like yesterday, for example. I was fucking doing a bit of a clean out. I'm putting all this stuff in these vacuum sealed bags,
What,
taking
in
them
the
down
man
to
cave?
in my wardrobe, taking clothes to bloody the
Binnies.
fucking bins, charity
The
bins.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a clean out, doing my bloody wardrobe and stuff, and I'm just sitting there, fucking phone, and I've listened to a podcast. I'm like, what the fuck do you people want?
It's life.
It's how annoying is that? Steph had sent me a message, like about something, and then another message.
She texted
Another
me
message.
yesterday
And then-
saying, are you with Jarch?
Yeah, and then called me.
And I said, I'm in
Then
Melbourne.
another message, and then another message, then another message, then called me again, then
It was
another
probably
message.
important.
Dude, I'm like, fuck me. What the fuck do you want? It wasn't important. I read the text and they were nothing important. And she's like, oh my God, are you alive? And I'm like, if people can't go 3 hours with fucking not talking to someone,
sorry.
like get the fucking off my back, you needy cunts.
No, your issue
Fuck.
here, you are in the wrong.
I'm not.
You
People are
fucking
too needy.
are. People need to get a hold of you
For
for,
what?
shit. I had to say to you, you know what I have to do when I plan in the notes the potty? I have to message you twice going buzz, bump,
Yeah.
just to make sure you've read so you know what you're doing the next day.
Yeah, we're sweet.
But if you didn't reply, I'd go, great, I'm going to rock up and Jarch doesn't know what he's doing.
That's this whole podcast, sugar. That's the whole thing.
I might get the less intrusive thought win. Are the microphones waterproof?
No, they're not. Kiddo.
No.
I think I got good aim. I reckon I could get straight for your big old nose.
We live in a... Now you're attacking my personal features. So now I'm old. I look 40.
I could get
I've
that
got a big
chin.
note.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Your ears are quite wide as well. Sorry.
my ears match your face.
Wide? Did you get called moon face?
I was going to say, do you know how people usually moon people when they pull their pants down? You just look at them.
Yeah.
You pop out from behind a pillar. Stop mooning us, Lou.
It's just my face.
Because your face looks like your ass as well.
How long are we going for,
I was
Willie?
going to say, should we do some hotlines?
Yeah, let's do some hotlines.
Do a little jingle.
It's the hardest of the hotlines.
This is a good jingle. And Willie, can I just, before you play Hotline,
Yes.
can I just ask you how you're feeling, buddy?
I'm high on Codral right now.
Are you high on cold? Willie's been a bit
Willie's
crook,
got-
bedwetters.
Yeah.
Ow.
He's been a
Willie's-
little bit crook.
There's something going round.
Thank Christ for Codral though, right?
Yeah. It's the same stuff that's in meth. Crystal methamphetamine.
Pardon?
So when you get them, when you get
Well, yeah, you have to give over your license if you want the
the
pseudo.
license if you want the pseudoephedrine.
And I want the pseudo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I want the pseudo. Because otherwise you can get a lot of it and then make meth out
I
of it.
used to want a pseudo man in finance.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm happy with
It's
it.
actually not bad.
Yeah, it's not actually too bad.
Thank you.
Pseudo.
So-
You wanted a pseudo effort. Nah. It's not my day.
It's not your week or even your year. I'll be there for you.
It's good.
The rain
Yeah.
starts to fall. Fuck, I love Seinfeld.
We know.
No, just
Stop
one more
fucking
time.
talking about Seinfeld like it's a revelation, dude.
It is. I just giggle. It's fucking unreal.
Louisa.
I just can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
This is like you coming here and being like, God, you know who's a pretty good band? The Beatles. You know they were actually pretty good. Yeah.
Let's
Arguably one of the
listen-
greatest of all
Let's
time.
listen to them on the way home, and we'll get on the Beatle bandwagon.
Yeah.
Well, if you drove a V-Dub Beetle, we would be on the Beatle bandwagon.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Willie. Please play
Hotline.
some hotlines. Mwah.
All right. Willie, I know you're going to fucking listen to this because you actually do your fucking prep.
Oh, well,
But I need to fucking get through. Lou, Jarch didn't fucking confuse anything. He said, what is going on? Red light, green light. People that prefer breakfast over dinner. You brought in fucking brunch. You confused yourself. And everyone fucking listening. Fuck. Love you. Bye.
That video has gone viral on TikTok and Instagram. And you know my favourite part
Has it?
about it? Some people will go, by the end, I was on Lou's side.
I know.
Like, she'd convinced me.
Dude, I actually, you know how...
It was just your wording.
No.
No.
Don't fucking you dare start again. But this is... I've realised that you actually gaslight me, and so Steph also gaslights me. You're a couple of little gaslighters.
You hate the word gaslight.
I
So
know.
don't bring the word gaslight into this gaslighty podcast.
I'm bringing it in.
Gaslighter boy.
Because Steph will talk about gaslighting. You've talked about gaslighting. And I think you're a couple of little gaslighters.
Whatever. Next one, please, Willie. It's time for brunch.
That was a great fucking hotline.
Hello. I just listened to episode 150 about with Lou singing I'm Like a Bird. And Jarch, you stitched Lulu up so bad. I like to hear you sing it and get all the notes correct since you think you're so good, sire.
Hey.
That was embarrassing. All right, bye.
Hey, kid. Yeah, your kid, by the way. I didn't come to the studio with a pep in my step proclaiming to be the fucking the new wonder kid of singing.
I forgot how happy I was that morning. That's the morning I called you and I said, I've got a song, I've got to practice it.
Yeah, this is the point. Louisa keeps coming to us with the fact that she is like
a bird.
And she wants to fly away.
From you.
Well, you can fly away from here in a fucking Uber at the end of this podcast.
I will not be.
Well, it turns
You'll
out.
be driving me home.
Okie dokie.
You will be taking me home whether you like it or not, sire.
That's the difference, kid.
All right, fuckers. I have a car that has a fuel tank on each side. So it's fucking twin tanks, you useless cunts. And Jarch, for once, I have to agree with Lou. It does not reach around the side.
Thank you.
And, well, I must say, there's some that you can just fucking squeeze over the tray, and you look like a complete another fuckwit that doesn't know which side your fucking fuel's on. Then you just get cunts looking at you, so I will line up, and I will fucking make a line just for you, you fucking chinless, useless cunt.
Mate.
Fuck you. Love you.
Love you too.
No one's reaching around.
Well, trust me, when I was single, there was a few reach arounds. Now, the thing is, Louisa, it does reach. Modern petrol stations will reach. They do extend. He might have an extremely wide fucking rig.
You're telling me a ram? It's going to reach over a ram?
This is the thing for the
bullshit.
So for the average vehicle, it's reaching around.
Oh, so now you're retracting.
No.
You're
for
retracting your call.
Of course, there are going to be vehicles that are too big. But how many
You didn't say that last pod.
How many rams are in the eastern suburbs,
someone's
kid?
gaslighting.
How many rams are in the city?
Gaslighting now.
Kid?
You've decided that however big the car is now matters.
Don't gaslight me.
I will.
You know the point.
I think we need to get this podcast over and done with, Willie.
I'd chop if I were you, kid.
I think we're going to start throwing punches soon.
It's an Uber time.
One more?
Well, we've still got Patreon. Champion.
Not doing it.
Yes, please.
I've got a theory. You put the pathetic in hypothetically. Cheers, but it's different.
Well, I've got a theory. That guy certainly puts the hypo in hypothetically.
Because
he wasn't hypo at all.
He was very flat.
He was dormant. He was a dormant, flat man.
Willie told us that everyone was quite annoyed with us saying hypothetically so much.
Well, look, hypothetically,
if we were to say it
not my
again,
problem.
do you think that hypothetically people would turn the podcast off?
Hypothetically, Lou, if we were to do something similar to that hypothetical bit that we did last podcast, I'd argue hypothetically not our issue.
I'd hypothetically 100% agree with you if that hypothetically was the hypothetical case.
Do you know what I mean? Like if it was the hypothetical case, good point. If it was the hypothetical case, hypothetically we wouldn't need it. You know what I mean?
You took words right out of my hypothetical mouth.
Correct.
You know what? We are the only podcast who would aim to fuck off their audience. Like, what other podcast would ever want to fuck their audience off? Now we know they're annoyed, so we're carrying the gag on.
And look, we apologise, but that's not a hypothetical apology. So Suck me off at the next train station.
Oh,
Hypothetically, can I just play one more? I forgot to hypothetically play.
Oh, hypothetically, of course you can.
hypothetically, go forth.
Please, dotheth, continue.
Right, you stupid cunt. This is like the 7th time I've called. Willie, I don't blame you. I do a little bit. I know that it must be such a hard job rounding up these two fucking idiots all day to be like herding cats. So I get it. I understand. But for the love of God, can you please listen to this one? I need it to be listened to. I have been waiting. The bedwetters have been waiting. Where is the roast?
Oh, yeah.
You promised the roast. And it's
Every
post-Easter. Pizza, if you will, Jarch. It's cricket. I haven't had the roast. So I really, really enjoy a roast. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Mwah.
We'll
Mwah.
have to do that.
Mwah.
Love you so much.
Mwah. That was a big kiss for you, Willie. Bye-bye.
We'll have to do that.
Let's do the roast next week. Mm-hmm. Remember, there is a tattoo punishment that we've dedicated ourselves to.
Can you give me a month? I'm not getting a tat before Europe. You know I'm going to Europe.
What?
Yeah.
No, can't.
Maybe get a tat in Europe at the end.
Europe.
Don't?
Yeah,
Encourage
Europe.
that, Willie.
Europe, tat in Europe.
And I guess you could fly over tax. And you could deduct that on your tax account.
Well, it's for the podcast.
To watch me get the tat.
Yeah, I'd have to.
Well, you'd have to.
Well, I'm your emotional. I'm emotional. I'm your emotional support animal.
I thought you were going to say, I'm immortal.
I'm immortal. Sorry, I was trying to say emotional.
Right.
I'm I'm a service animal for you, essentially.
Let's discuss this off air.
Sounds like we're doing it in a month, kids.
Now it's time for Patreon. Now we can really let loose and tell each other what we really think.
Yeah, it's going to get fucking nasty in there. Now listen up.
Bring it on.
You mutt dogs.
Oh, well,
Fuck
yeah.
it.
No, you need to run around and shake your arms and do a little dance. You're very grumpy. I love you all very much, and I'm in a happy mood. And I'm
in a tremendously happy
bring
mood.
the spirits.
I love
for Jake's gaslighting nature.
The meaner I am to people, the more I love them. That's why I'm mean to the bedwetters and to you. So fuck you all,
Well,
dog
I
cunts.
love you all. Mwah.
Fuck ya. Now, just remember Patreon, you sweet little...
Sign up. Come have some fun with us.
Come have fun. It's a bit of fun in there. We've got the chat going. We've got to do our Patreon video this week for one of the
Yes,
Super
we do,
Soak and
don't you?
Senoritas.
Very naughty, aren't you?
So you'll become a Super Soak and Senorita. It's $2.50 a week. Extra content.
That's
You
half
get-
a cough.
It's half. You get fucking bloody money off. You get fucking money.
10% off merch. Yeah. Keep going, kid. You're right.
What else do you get?
Just come join us.
Yeah.
Just come get around it. Love you guys. Mwah.
Hooroo, love yous.
Ciao, ciao.
Catch.